Yeah, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Matthew Maley from MatthewMaley.com. Wanted to do a quick Vegas wrap-up video for my last night there. I ended up getting in too late after celebrating New Year's to actually do the video, and it was just way too rushed this morning while I was packing up and heading out to actually take care of it. I had all these plans of sitting out and doing one with Vegas in the background, but just didn't have a chance to. Then my camera was dead on the drive back, or else I would have done it while driving. So here's the quick wrap-up video. As you guys know from the first two nights, did not have any time to play poker or any gambling. It was definitely a weird trip. It was definitely not the normal Vegas trip by any means. Ended up continuing the trend, and on my final night there, I did not gamble at all. Thankfully, my fingers were feeling at least a little bit better. For the first time the entire trip, my hand stopped throbbing, still throbbing. It wasn't shaking. For most of the trip, I was just sitting there and I'd just be doing this. So it actually did stop shaking, thankfully. But it's still just the pain really messed with just my normal sleep and everything, to the point that on New Year's Eve, we always have a tradition to where we go to dinner at a place called Zeffirino's. It's in the Venetian, really nice restaurant. We had a 10 o'clock reservation. Well, I came back up to the room after we had lunch, probably about 6 o'clock, and I actually fell asleep. Like me, taking a nap. That doesn't happen. So it was really weird. It was definitely an odd trip. I ended up, again, not gambling at all. Did not even place any sports bets. Didn't play any poker, didn't play any blackjack, didn't even play a spin of roulette. It was unlike anything I've ever done before. Since I've turned 21, I've never had a Vegas trip like that. But I ended up, during the day on the 31st, I linked up with my mom and Andre, and we just went over to the Wynn, and we're trying to find a place to eat, but because, we got a late start, and it was New Year's Eve, everything was closing down. So for those of you who haven't been to Vegas for New Year's Eve, they actually shut down the Strip. And this year they shut it down a little bit earlier than usual because they were expecting on having so many more people than usual. So the Strip was actually shut down at like 4:30. So that really changes your plans for the day. Don't plan on taking a taxi or anything, because it doesn't happen. And they actually shut down the Strip until probably about 2:30 that they shut it down until Tropicana, and then even later until they opened it up at Flamingo. But and it's cool because you can actually walk in the road on the Strip, so that's kind of cool. It's definitely weird seeing a Strip without any cars driving down, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen. It's kind of eerie almost. But so we just went over to the Wynn and got some food and chilled out and had a long conversation about why I like women with nice butts, apparently. Yeah, seriously. It's a weird conversation to have with your mother and her boyfriend, but nonetheless. So then after I get back to the room and I got, clothes ready for that night, I don't know, I just was so tired just from the pain and just was like, ugh. So I ended up taking a little bit of a nap and then packed up some. Then, got ready for dinner, and the only thing that sucked is that usually we get the 10 o'clock dinner at Zeffirino's, and it's a very nice restaurant. So it's a nice dinner, it's a very slow-moving, very elegant, drawn-out meal. But we do it at 10 so that we can eat for 2 hours and go right outside onto the balcony next to Tao and then watch the fireworks, because they shoot them from Caesars, which is, to the south a little bit, and from Treasure Island, which is just to the north. So you get to see them from both ends, and it's really cool. It's a great spot to be in because you can see so many of them. But for whatever reason, they really didn't think well in terms of all the reservations they were accepting. So our reservation was at 10. We didn't sit down until 11:15. That's a problem. So dinner, of course, went late. We ended up missing the fireworks, all that. But ended up about 1:30 or so. Got back to my room after dinner just to chill out for a minute. Actually uploaded a couple videos and just tried to let my hand rest for a little bit. My feet were hurting. those new Gucci shoes I got. I was trying to break them in. They aren't there yet. And I just iced my hand a little bit and just give it a little bit of a break. Then rolled all the way down to Planet Hollywood, walked the Strip, which by that time, it was probably about 2 o'clock, 1:45, because I actually got all the way down the Strip to Planet Hollywood by like 2:15ish. But there was still a lot of people. Definitely wasn't what it was, at midnight, but there was still a lot of people. And everybody drunk and everybody having a good time. And so it was pretty cool. So I ended up walking down to Planet Hollywood to go chill with my boy, Nino, DJ, Planet Hollywood. Shout out to Nino. Follow him on Twitter at WONNINO 1 Nino. Shout out my boy. But so by the time I got down there, it was about 2:15, and the Heart Bar was jumping. Like, it was crazy busy even then. So ended up chilling with him the whole night. We were chilling with a bunch of other DJs and a couple of go-go dancers who worked there. So we got to have a really fun time and got to meet some new people and just had fun, just chilling up in the DJ booth with him. And everybody knows how much I love doing that. I love being his hype man in the DJ booth, so that was really fun. And it was just a fun night. We ended up. It was the first night of the trip that I actually really got to take my mind off of my hand, and probably the bottle of champagne helped a little bit with that. But it was nice being able to just let go a little bit, and especially when really through the entire trip up to that point I hadn't been able to. Every time I tried to just let go and just free my mind, if you will, as corny as that sounds, I wasn't able to. Every time I would try, something would bring me right back. So it was nice being able to just let go and just enjoy the time and have a lot of fun, dance as much as I could without hurting my hand, and just have fun. Lots of random conversations with random people, which gotta love Vegas for that, honestly. So ended up about 7-ish. Heading back from Planet Hollywood. I actually was planning on heading over to the Rhino after that, but I had a headache, and I don't know if it was from, kind of from my hand or, from being out, and I hadn't really been out the whole time, or I think it was a little bit of the champagne. I don't know why, but I found that if I drink champagne and stay awake, I almost feel like I get a hangover the same day. Like, if I drink a lot of champagne and go to sleep, I'm fine. It's really weird. So I started feeling a little sick, and I'm also kind of a lightweight. I don't drink much anymore. So I ended up heading back to the room and crashing out probably about 8:30 or so. So I definitely was a little bit later than I was able to set up a camera and do this. So it was definitely it was a great night, and made up for a lot of the trip. I won't say the whole trip, but it made up for a lot of it. So then woke up the next day, ate some Venetian pizza, hopped in the car, and flew back here. So it was still Vegas, and even a bad Vegas trip is still better than a trip pretty much anywhere else. I still had a great New Year's Eve into New Year's, and the other days, while they weren't the best and while they were rather painful, it still was Vegas. So overall, I'm still happy. It was still a great way to end the year and a great way to start the new year. And hopefully I got all the medical BS out of the way. None in 2012. Because 2011 and the end of 2010 was already tough enough. Then you add these to the end of it. So hopefully I got all that out of my system. And we're starting the year off on the right foot. So anytime I can start the year off in Vegas, as far as I'm concerned, it's the right foot. So thank you again for checking out the videos. Like I said, just wanted to do a final recap of the trip. And while it was definitely a different trip than usual, it was still a lot of fun. So until the next video, it's your boy Matthew Maley for MatthewMaley.com signing off. As always, check out the rest of my videos on MatthewMaley.com. If you want to leave me a comment, go check out the discussion tab on MatthewMaley.com. As well, if you'd like to watch these videos on YouTube, just click on the video itself and it'll take you to YouTube to where you can subscribe to my channel, like the video, and throw me a comment on there. Once you subscribe to the channel, you get an email every time I put a new video up. So it's kind of cool. As well, you can, if you wouldn't mind, hopping over onto Facebook and search for Matthew Maley Poker, at which point you can like that page. And I don't know, maybe suggest it to your friends. Maybe that can be like one of your New Year's resolutions. I'm saying. And then, of course, follow your boy on Twitter, at Matthew Maley. All kinds of stuff popping up on there all the time. So, new things going to be popping off in the new year. Got a new website that's going to be coming. Got some t-shirts that are going to be getting made. Going to be doing some contests. So, if you thought I was pretty interactive now, just wait till you see what I'm going to be doing. So, keep checking back as always. Matthew Maley for MatthewMaley.com, and just stay tuned to MatthewMaley.com to see everything that's going to be popping off. It's going to be a big year. So thanks again, everybody, for the support as 2011 comes to a close and 2012 starts. Thank you, very much. I appreciate the support, and I couldn't be doing this without you guys, so thank you very much. And I'm telling you right now, 2012 is going to be a very good year. I feel it in my bones, and I'm going to make it that way. And just remember, no matter what anybody says, you have everything you need to make this the best year of your life. No matter what you think, doesn't come down to material stuff, doesn't come down to your possessions. You have everything you need inside of you to make this the best year of your life. Now you just got to do it. And I need to be the first person to take my own advice and do exactly that. So hopefully everybody watching and myself will have the best possible year of our lives in 2012. And we better, because the Mayans say we're going to die soon. So, well, not soon. We got like 12 months. So you better do it up. Anyway, Matthew Maley from MatthewMaley.com. Sorry to get all mushy and sappy on the end there, but sometimes you just got to think about that, So when the year ends and the new year begins, that's when everybody thinks about it. So make some resolutions you're going to stick to. Stick to them. Do it. And make this the best year of your life. So, till the next video, I'm done preaching. Peace out, y'all. See, they're actually starting to feel a little better, so I can actually do that. We're getting there. Anyway, I'm gone. End of 2011, start of 2012. Let's do it. Peace, y'all.